Arm away, get to 2 items, God forbid 3 items, and then ricochet your way to victory. It can be very, very dangerous. The response then is a rapid lock-in of the Kai'Sa.
I really like that.
Make delays around the map, make your farming paths too awkward. You just will be so anemic, and you can't have that on the Wukong. Your laners right now are...
This is actually a point where it's quite dangerous for EDG. They're not that far behind in overall gold, but again, and level 6 has now been hit by Xiaohao. This is the danger point, though, when the ET are flashing out of vision.
Flash for the shield of Daybreak, but the turnaround from Xiaohao getting that Cyclone down, gets more damage onto Aki, who's flashed and goes down regardless, burns his Cataclysm, and it doesn't even go off!
Huge mistake by Aki. Let's go.
Thinking about it, Nautilus nearly back. Give him 5 seconds, he'll be here. Spider Naughting his way forward. Hoya on a really good angle for a good equalizer setup, though. What on earth is that? That is a disaster from the Aurora. The equalizer sucks on the other side. A little bit of damage onto Arm, but he's still got Cleanse and Flash and all these things. And actually, it's Angel, I apologize, who's being jumped at because, of course, the Arm Kai'Sa gets flying into the backside with a killer instinct. Palkia now looking to get behind the play. One example to clear out the wave as they go. Hoya, scrap shield already burned. Needs to be wary. Does this rumble. He's been smoked and he will go down. It's the Nautilus that picks up the kill.
EDG, just what a fight. With the ult onto Hoya instead of Aki there, forcing the rumble back. However, now, once again, you're going into a dragon fight without all your ultimates. TT, down HP advantage. Angel teleporting back in, but once again, fighting without one of their ultimates.
See exactly how valuable it is. You've still got Ornot, you've still got Cyclone, some big tools here available. You can find a decent angle, setup, goes across the veil. They jump onto Palkia, who takes a lot of damage.
Where was that going?
And the equalizer comes on down, does tag on, but that's about it, really.
The solar flare in Narnia? That could have been the extra CC they needed to kill off that Nautilus and maybe go into an Atacon. Here comes the counter engage.
For a big old chunk into the death rate.
I got into that late. And then, yeah. Really the Daybreak realm and it's really broke turning on both of this. Alright, Herald being started. EDG no call of the Forge God. Xiaohao going in.
Goes to the back line. Ooh, Jarvan nabs it. Nice to get over the wall. Does Xiaohao burning will open all quite down. Flashing away. Solar Flare lands onto Palkia. Now split off. Doesn't have the flash this time. Might be able to turn this around with a hook. Will go down. And Thunder Torp on the boards.
Don't love how EDG have been playing out the last few objectives, but TT have been picking up the pieces of EDG, approaching objectives in a much less confident way and using their ultimates less effectively too. No call of the Forge God that last time. Definitely hurt them, and of course before that, no Hailstorm. Hurt EDG a little bit too. Herald into mid lane. TT not that far behind in gold. They take this mid lane out of turret. They feel pretty okay. The flag drag cancelled by the grab.
Oh, and a shove into the wall. The gravity field value is good. Kai'Sa! Killer instinct value. Cleanses away. Beginning to turn around as the Acathian rain comes down and Feather is in danger. Void Seeker wide, but it doesn't damn well matter as Angel picks it up. And all of the good things have done.
A few. Been around for a very long time, bringing some of the very best casting on. No cleanse. They're trying to punish that. Has his ult flash back up. Mid lane turret. Will go down. Needs to miss position. Need to misuse ultimates for them to have fighting chance. TT walking bot side. Maybe they miss position.
On TPing. They want to make this play. Look at Xiaohao. And I think TT might not be in to watch for the Cyclone. It's Category 5, baby. There goes Aki. Down for the counter already. No Cataclysm available. Isn't that ironic? Because it's a Cataclysm, all right. But Thunder Torp, who are grounded in the back end of EDG's damage. Feather needs to back away. Setup tries to go between worlds and just eats a death ray for his time. Back away they go to EDG. 3 men to the good.
He's going between worlds, but sadly the place which connects them is the River Styx. Setup ends up in the underworld with a poor ultimate and a poor fight. TT, they thought they'd found the overextension from EDG. Instead, EDG had left the hook and bait waiting for them. TT lose so many members. That's going to open up the mid lane turrets. I think EDG just went massively far into the advantage.
Now the mid-tier 1. Solar Flare, but okay, well, you do get the Victor Flash. Potentially valuable.
You do, but now you have no Flash Cataclysm, no Solar Flare, no On the Hunt, with a tower still to defend, Xiaohao on the flank with Flash Cyclone, and also Baron coming up in 20 seconds. Palkia misses the hook.
Oh, big damage. Needs to back away, and unfortunate, that's a bit too far.
Yeah, gets punished. I think Xiaohao was looking for the dive there, but Palkia probably as Rumble will be benefiting from the Bloodletter's Curse and setup as well. TT do have good itemization. They're behind a lot of gold. A lot of that is in jungle, which will be a problem. But TT do have the DPS to win fights now if EDG miss position.
Aki Cataclysm onto the Nautilus. He's trying to buy some time, gets the Astrok down, but I don't think it means all that much. And sticking around on some wards there, trying to make sure they weren't jumping Angel. Instead, he gets jumped instead.
Yeah, so TT have learned from On's Shen and On's Nautilus at MSI Turns out you can just pick up the support int every so often and get some good wins out of it. Palkia thought he was safe on his side of the map, stood on a ward, goes down, had no flash to get out of that Cataclysm. Easy kill for TT, gives them a bit more time to look for a winning fight.
And all that much elsewhere, minute and a half until the next dragon. Oh yeah, the Electro Harpoon and reveals himself in doing so. Gonna get jumped on regardless. Warrior tricks it into Nimbus Strike, and Cyclone Part 2 helps Angel pick up the kill.
Really big brain from Angel. Angel has been a very successful Victor player in his career, and right there just hangs in the very side of the bush because he's less likely the rumble to check with the Harpoon. Shows himself, goes down. EDG can now go towards that Baron, and that 3-item Kai'Sa now with the Terminus will shred this objective.
No TP, did burn the Cyclone and the Chaos Storm. Get dicey here. An Arcane Storm, it all got changed, didn't it? But there we go. Palkia now in a potentially, if it makes that Aki cannot get towards Baron, and it's a screw by EDG. The fight afterwards looking dicey as well. Feather is a dead man. They don't charge him immediately. Oh, the hook onto setup. Prevents him from getting to the wall until just now. And On gets to follow up with the Killer Instinct. Bunny Rabbit for dinner.
TT tried to use the Spellbook Smite on the Leona after Aki was CC'd away from the objective by Palkia, creating space. Turns out Palkia's pretty good at that one. As TT can't get the steal, EDG not only take the Baron, they take a host of kills and will open up onto the map as well. Another fantastic game from Xiaohao. The opportunity around the Baron was opened up by his pick on towards Hoya on the top side of the map, and EDG do just look like they are the far better team here.
Hoya's in danger. EDG coming. Angel also coming on over. That's a level 16 Nautilus Horn. He does a fair amount of damage to the Arcane Storm as well. My god, Angel begins to sting at this point. Tier 2 falls in that top lane.
This should be the end of the series. Going up towards 9,000 gold in the advantage. Ornn items giving so much extra stats. A dragon on the table too. EDG should feel so happy about their state in the game. And sadly for TT, they were waiting for eventually to get a 3+ item Sivir team fight. 1xN's never been able to get good DPS onto clumped up targets. One of the problems with this composition, every time that Sivir finds a pocket to engage, there's an Ornn over them, there's a Cyclone nearby, there's a mark applied from the Plasma, so they have to stay safe from the Kai'Sa. Too many things keeping the Sivir at bay, and I think with setup struggling on the Aurora, 2,000 gold behind Angel, TT have run out of threat.
DG tries to get the Searing Charge of the wall, won't quite find it. Also had the Volcanic Rupture there as well, but won't be able to catch anyone out there. Setup desperately trying to get at least a bounty here. Should be able to get this turret. It's been a bit of a pain point for TT. Multiple people caught out around that objective. Stepping on forward, hit by the Electro Harpoon.
My dude.
And the Boomerang Blade. Ow.
My dude, why are you stepping up like that? That is not the play. Still has enough HP to stick around and use the Baron buff. Doesn't really have the HP to go completely ham, but he has a little bit of the lifesteal to help him keep that up.
Ramp scepters and terminuses and all those things, so should be okay to get a hold of this inhibitor afterwards. Done so.
Now back away, Baron buff, 30 seconds left, 4,000 Baron power play. The Cloud Soul close as well for EDG, took that dragon just before they walked in with these waves. Setup jumping forward to see if he can do anything. Just 4 levels down in mid lane. Angel, the Rod of Ages, the extra farm is doing the Lord's work here, and EDG can use him now on the flank. He's got so much XP, he can be a solo flanking threat.
Damage onto setup, Angel in danger. Really is he? Just throws down the Hextech Rose. My god, he hurts. Angel throwing out some Siphon powers. In they go, the Killer Instinct in, and down goes the Sivir 1xN. The X marking his own grave at this point. Nexus turrets under siege. EDG convincing again. A little bit slippery perhaps in the mid game, but it was once again a very, very good showing. 4-0 2 series deep. EDG come into summer with a point to prove.
EDG 2